All right, folks, it's the 24th of April. It's a Wednesday. It's about 6:30 p.m. We're up on the we're up on the hill, and we're going to take a look at some calves. I got old trusty guy with me during calving season. I mean, anybody that keeps up with the videos, there's no concern for the most part when dealing with these animals, especially in feeding and everything. Coming calving season, though, we make it an extreme common practice to carry either an old handle of a broken pitchfork, or my favorite is a piece of interduct. She lets out a good whap, but it's not very often you got to use these things, but it's good to have it. These cows and heifers know that you got something different in your hands, so anyway, it's a good common practice to carry it. I got home about 3:30 today. I'd take care of a couple odds and ends, throw on the barn boots, barn pants, and we immediately loaded up those calves that were inside the barn, and we brought them to the shipper. Those are being shipped out tomorrow morning to Northern Michigan Livestock in Gaylord, Michigan, to their pre-conditioned sale on Friday. And we'll hope for the best. I didn't really want to hit that sale, but I'll hope for the best, see what happens. So let's take a look at some new calves, and I'm going to do a little bit of explaining because there's a little bit of explaining to do. So just bear with me, okay? Something else that happened here midday is my semen stick purchase was delivered, and it's in our tank for this summer, July, August AI breeding. And I've been talking a lot about that, our AI program, and I really haven't dedicated a video to it. I really need to. I'm getting sticks from 3 bulls, and we're going to dedicate a video very much sooner than later. I've been saying this for a while. I'm going to let you know what I chose, why, and the little bit of science behind it. So, all right, it's very early in our game right now. You know what? Let's let them lay. Let's go after this little heifer calf right now. Purple is bulls, green is steers, red is heifers. And I know how ridiculous that tag looks on a small calf. I've grown to like those, and it's my choice. I guess we'll just leave it at that. Right, 1053, you little rascal, you. And this is her mama right here. Great mama. That's missing a tag. We finally figured her out later this afternoon what number she is. She'll be re-tagged come... oh, wait a minute. I seen a button back. I swear I seen a button back. You're looking at a wagon of corn silage here. Dad kind of upped the ante on corn silage. We took a really good look at this later this afternoon, and we're dropping it back down. We're kind of trying to conserve both corn silage and hay. Obviously conserve hay because hay is dwindling down. I've said it 100 times, I sold a little too much this winter. That will not be done again, period. We're also trying to conserve corn silage because right now we're wanting to empty the 18-footer for this spring's, right now, corn silage feeding, and we do not want to tap into the 16-footer. That 16-footer, if this is played correctly, might actually serve this fall and next spring's corn silage feeding, which is we're going to call a great insurance policy. because I don't have a whole lot of corn I'm putting in this year within mines to chopping. Yeah, so. All right, we might as well get this story over with right now. You're looking at a white calf. Yeah, just hold on, I'll explain it. This is this calf's mother. This is 107. This is one of those animals that was taken in on trade off of a hay trade about 2 years ago. 2 heifers and 2 steers that are half Holstein and half Black Angus. Anyway, I gotta tell you, that's a cute little bugger right there. I don't know if I already said it, but that's a little heifer calf. Did I wake you up? Huh? All right. What the hell's they're doing a white calf here? I know. After my semen stick purchases, okay, I'll tell a story in a second. There's 116. 116 is a heifer, orphaned her calf right there that was bottle fed tonight. We're going to talk more about that. This sorry son of a gun orphaned her calf and is trying to take a liking and latch on to that white calf, which is Charlet. All right, let's finish that story. So after semen stick purchases last year, how do I say this respectfully? Unbeknownst to me, another band of sticks, which is 10, was purchased by Dad of Charlet. Dad's always liked to take on a couple little science projects, do a little mixing and matching. Dad's been AI breeding for a long time. There's not much I can say about that. But 3 sticks were used, and it's a beautiful calf, but the 7 sticks left out of that rack of 10, they're for sale. They're not being used anymore. I'll admit it's a beautiful little calf, but yeah, I don't think I need to say anymore. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so right now we're bottle feeding a calf that has latched on to, actually latched on to the 107, the half Holstein. And it's been caught drinking a couple of times. We make it a daily habit to come up here, obviously very often. And every morning and every night we're coming up here with a bottle to see how this little guy's doing. This little guy's a bull calf here. And he comes out of a good AI sire. Regardless of what kind of condition he is in, even within the next week or 2 or 3, and maybe shame on me, he will not be tagged purple to keep him back a bull for the bull program that I'm starting. He's a little rascal. He's a good drinker. He is small. That's okay. And we'll see what happens. We're going to play this game for the next 2 days, 2.5 days. See how he's doing. See if he's truly latching on to that cow. If so, we're going to leave him alone. If not, unfortunately, we got to get him and bring him down to a hutch. Well, we were buddies about an hour and a half ago. Now you're running away from me. Well, maybe that's a good sign. Little rascal. Okay, we've got the first bull. First bull born over here was born out of 1,000. Where is 1,000? First bull born this year, being kept back as bull. Comes out of good AI sire. Yeah. You little cantankerous little bastard. All right, here's his mother right here, and she's a real good mother, and that was a heifer, folks. That was heifer 1000. She's doing a real good job, really good job. Let's see here. Go over this one. This is another heifer here. Oh, what do we got here? Nope, that's the abandoned one. We're gonna see what happens to him. He's I don't know. I'm gonna say it's 50-50. Got a nice little heifer calf right there, just running away. Her mother is obviously 908. In fact, I think that was that #1 calf of the year right there? No, the bull calf was. I decided not to feed any hay tonight. It's non-needed. They can clean this up. They still got some corn silage. And of course they got this unfavorable bale that they don't care for right here. There you go. Get some spunk into you. There's another cow, excuse me, there's another, I guess you call her heifer, cow now, and a calf that you're not seeing. She lost her calf. According to our calendar, the calf was 1 month premature. And they're down way at the corner. I don't know if you can see it, but those that line of cedars, she still hangs down there. Yeah, I had her calf 1 month premature. Don't walk towards me like you're wanting a piece of me, 478. So I can tell you, it ain't gonna be fun. You big pig. So anyway, she lost her calf. Pretty bad deal. What are you gonna do? Nothing you can do. Keep tabs on it, write it down. Just keep tabs on it. So that's basically the calves here, folks. We got 2 more of them coming probably within the next 36 hours. All is well. The year started off on a pretty negative note. And things are getting a little more positive. Nothing you can do about it. You just roll with the punches. Try and do a better job next year if in fact you do share some fault. And they pulling into the farm. What's going on here? There's an old backhoe and a truck behind him. I don't know what's going on here. Nope, they went past. So that's about it. All right, here's Psycho 1020. Psycho 1020 has calmed down immensely. We're gonna see how she does. I know there's a lot of you screaming at me that you don't chance that she needs to go. Well, I agree. I do. I also agree that I'm gonna give her a little bit of time. Let's see how she does. Right now, there's no harm being intended. There's no reason to be up in arms. We'll just see how she does. I know a lot of you got a lot of comments to follow over what I just said there, but you need to understand that's that's a nice black Angus heifer there that's worth a little bit of money. A little bit. I'm gonna give her a chance, see what she does. But look at that squirrely little bastard down there. So, all right, let's talk about fertilizer program for this year. On my way home from way downstate Michigan here today, I called the feed mill and I ordered my first buggy to be set for me for tomorrow morning. I'm going after the entire pasture system. There's a lot of spots that I'm not going to be able to hit. It's a little bit premature to be heading out there. I don't give a darn. I'm going out there now because it's ready. The ground is firm. There's a few spots I can't hit. So basically I just ordered 8,000 pounds, 4 tons, mixed in with some red clover, and I'm going to cover the entire pasture system tomorrow, which we'll do a video on. Boy, I just love seeing that tint of green right there. My God, I do. You're basically looking at the pasture system. You can see about all of it up here, except for way back there, it goes beyond a little bit. The other part of the pasture system is this block with that big tree. There's 2 blocks here. The first block is going to get fertilized according to be pasture ground. The back block, no, that's sacred hay ground. But it also serves as a pasture square come late August, early September. Basically, we take the first crop off of it and it's reserved for pasture after that. The other part is the north end of the North Hill. I don't know if you can see the fence lines there with the post. That property on the other side, that is pure pasture ground. That serves as about 3 days worth of pasture grazing, 3 to 4 times a year. Very important. So yeah, we'll do a video on that tomorrow when I got the buggy hooked up to the tractor and out in the pastures, and we'll give you a good look. So looking forward to it. Just got to stay out of trouble, because even though things have firmed up pretty good, there's still a little bit of trouble you can get into in some of these low spots. But yeah. All's well. Things are getting a lot better. Forecast doesn't look too bad. We do have a little bit of rain coming, a little bit, in the next few days, but that's a good thing. I plan on spreading fertilizer all day tomorrow. I'm covering the entire pasture system. I guarantee you I'll be going back for another buggy of just a 20-10-20, going over some hay ground. And then Friday I'm looking at weather dependent, which is supposed to be good. I'm looking at going after all the I'm gonna call them the alfalfa fields. We got the big boy across the highway and a couple of smaller fields here, one of them being trefoil. I'm just gonna call it alfalfa, and that's all gonna get 0060 to not promote grass growth. I want to keep it keep it as pure as you can. So we'll talk more about that as we do it. So manure, let's talk about manure. If this kind of weather keeps up, I promise you I'm about another week and a half away from starting to shuffle some out. In fact, if there wasn't anything to do right now, which is not the case, I'd probably start tinkering with it now. It's a little too early. Just a little early here. But we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, folks, that's it. This is the first video out of many, many, many for the next 4 or 5 days. Not only to have some fun in this life, and it's been a long winter. It's time for something different. But this is also a big payback to you. I'm going to carry you with me the rest of this week and this weekend as a nice little payback, the best I can, for hitting that 1 million views yesterday early morning. I'm very proud about that, feel very honored about it, and I'm very appreciative of it. I really am. So I'm going to give you one last look here. I'm going to shut you down, and I got to get going. I got a few more things I need to tie up this evening. And by God, I might just have a bush latte. Why not? Is that so wrong? So, all right, folks. Hope everybody's doing okay. Happy hump day. Tomorrow's Thursday. Week's almost over, and all's well. So stay tuned. We're gonna talk to you sooner or later.